What's good? So I want to reiterate a point I've been making in my last couple videos, especially looking at the lightweight division. We got the four kings: Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Davis, and Devin Haney. And some people want to throw in Stevenson in there, Lomachenko, the Japanese guy. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but he went decision to with Delfimo, and he just knocked out Felix Verdejo, and maybe Verdejo could still be in it, man. It's okay to lose. It's okay to lose. It's even okay to be knocked out. It's okay. As long as you learn from it, as long as you get up. So Verdejo could Verdejo could still have a good career. They were talking about rebuilding even in that fight. So it's time to rebuild again. Let's do it. Let's do it. His career's not over. But I want to talk about in this video that the fights have to be made. That the fighters prove their worth inside of the ring. And yeah, like Ryan Garcia, he became popular outside of the ring on social media, and that's why he is such a big star right now, despite not having that many big fights. But that's kind of the era that we're in. But even in this era, the fights still have to be made, and you prove everything in the ring. It's okay to have a favorite fighter. You could have a favorite fighter out of those four lightweight guys that I've mentioned. I do not like calling them kings, especially King Ryan, a guy that's 22 years old. I'm not calling him King Ryan. I'm calling him Ryan Garcia. He's very talented. He's very good, but I'm not calling him that. But it's okay to have your favorite fighter. My favorite fighter at lightweight is Lomachenko, but I realized that he lost. He lost clearly. He deserved to lose no matter what he says, no matter what excuses he's been saying lately, which it is really disappointing in hearing that he has made excuses lately. But I mean, he's still dangerous. He could still beat all of those guys. He could still beat Delfimo in the rematch. He could still beat Gervonta Davis. He could still beat Ryan Garcia. He could still beat all these guys. So Lomachenko's in it, and he has proved his worth in the ring. That's why I trust him to come back. When Chocolatito got knocked out, I said, I think Chocolatito is an all-time great, and all-time greats come back from brutal knockouts. Like I said, Verdejo could, but he's not an all-time great at this moment, and I don't see his career going that way. But he could prove me wrong. Hey, prove me wrong. Just because we make predictions, I thought Luke Campbell was going to beat Ryan Garcia. Because Luke Campbell had proven himself to be able to be competitive against elite fighters like Lomachenko and Jorge Linares. And Ryan Garcia hadn't. He still, I don't think he has gone 12 rounds. So I'm going to pick a guy like Gervonta Davis and especially Teofimo Lopez, who beat a pound-for-pound guy. I'm going to pick Teofimo Lopez over all those guys because of what he's proven. Now, in that fight, Luke Campbell against Ryan Garcia, if you were to pick Ryan Garcia over Luke Campbell, you're picking potential over experience. And that's okay. And I think I might have mentioned this in my post-fight video or my Four Kings video, but it's worth reiterating. It's okay to pick potential over experience, but just know that that's what you're doing. And right now, really, if you're picking Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia to beat Delfimo or Gervonta Davis, that's what we're doing. We're picking their potential, especially Devin Haney, who I agree with Delfimo in calling him the email champ. He really hasn't proven himself inside the ring. He didn't even win his belt inside of the ring. He should. It's easy for me to say that he shouldn't have accepted the belt the way he did, but just to be handed the belt like that, what is that? What is that about? The WBC, man, they are a sham. They are the worst organization right now in boxing, and they got some stiff competition, man. The WBA gives them a hard competition, but at the moment, the WBC is the leader in that category. WBC is just handing out belts, franchise belts, interim belts. And the WBC alone, they have 3 belts at lightweight. At lightweight, they have 3 belts. So, Devin Haney has not been proving himself in the ring. Teofimo has. Gervonta Davis has to an extent, beating Pedraza. Very impressive win. Even the Santa Cruz fight was pretty good. Santa Cruz has a lot of experience, even though he's a smaller guy. But with smaller guys, with less talented guys like that, you do what Gervonta Davis did to them. So Ryan Garcia wants to fight Gervonta Davis, and fans saying that Gervonta would lay him out. Prove it. Prove it in the ring. Ryan saying that he's going to knock him out in 2. Prove it. For all these fights that there's a lot of rumors about, prove it. Prove it in the ring. I'm a big Jaime Munguia fan, but he has yet to prove himself as an elite, as a world champion that could be competitive with the Charlo brothers or with Golovkin. They're talking about a Golovkin fight. You want that fight so bad? You want to be elite? You want to beat a guy like Triple G? Prove it. Prove it in the ring. Let's do it. Let's make the fights. Us as fans, we gotta stop protecting these guys so much. Saying that Ryan shouldn't fight Gervonta because he'll get knocked out. It's really not our prerogative to get these guys paid, to get these guys easy fights. We're not their managers. We're just fans. We're not making money off them. Even if you're betting against them or betting for them, you could make money off the fights being made. If you think Gervonta Davis is gonna knock out Ryan Garcia so bad, you want the fight to be made so you could make some money off that fight. And I'm not I'm not Dwyer. I'm not giving gambling advice or anything like that. But the only way for the sport to prosper is for these fights to be made. There's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of good fights. I made a whole 17-minute video about a wish list that I want fights to be made. So the potential's there. The potential is always there in boxing, but it doesn't always live up to it. Fans, we gotta push for it and make it live up to what it can be as much as possible, guys. So what do you guys think? Who needs to prove themselves in the ring the most out of all current boxers, regardless of weight class? Who needs to prove themselves the most, and who has the most potential? So thanks everybody for watching. Peace.